This is Isaac Smith, and this video is going to be on the disassembly and the light service of a Glock 27 Gen 3. This is a 40 caliber subcompact. But before we get started, we're going to first make sure that the firearm is clear. So we'll do a visual inspection to make sure there's nothing in the chamber. Also check to make sure there's nothing inside. In order to take this firearm apart, we're going to go ahead and pull this back just a little bit. There's an upper slide release lever right here. We're going to pull that back, and then we need to actually pull the trigger to separate the lower receiver from the upper and the two parts. So first we move the spring, then we take out the barrel, and this is just a light clean. So this is just a everyday carry concealed weapon. So this has not been fired since its last cleaning, so we're going to just make sure that everything is clean and we're free of dust and debris by just taking a little bit of Hobbs number 9 cleaning solution, going through and just making sure all the areas that slide and travel are nice and clean. You're going to find that unless you use a solid cleaner pretty often, you can always get a little bit more debris off your firearm. I recommend doing this probably every week to every 2 weeks, depending on how often you go out, how you carry your firearm. And if you're carrying in a holster, if you're carrying open carry, it's going to change the way that dust and debris gets into your firearm for sure. What you do for a living or what you do as you're going out and about will also change how much dust or debris that you'll get on the firearm. So we're just making sure that everything's nice and clean. I'll take a little bit of that extra oil and go over the surface of the firearm. Then I'll go ahead and take a microfiber cloth. Works really well to take off any extra oil. So go through and remove any extra off of the upper slide. Then we're going to go ahead and give the barrel a nice wipe down. Okay, just making sure that there's no dust or debris on top of that. Same with the slide spring. And we'll get over to the lower receiver also, the grip, and making sure that everything's nice and dust and debris free. This is light clean. We're going to call that good for now. We're going to go ahead and get a clean Q-tip. What I'm actually going to use now is some Lucas oil, gun oil, and this is just a little bit thicker viscosity than most of your other oils, I find. I'm just going to apply a light amount of oil on the barrel. I'm going to use that Q-tip to lightly distribute that oil all over the surface, giving it a fresh coat. I'm also going to go ahead and slide a little bit of oil right along both sides of the slide here. Also here, and anywhere you see on the firearm any areas of wear from normal use, I'm going to make sure we coat those areas as well. And just take that Q-tip and lightly distribute again so we don't have any excess oil. And just again spread that all over those areas where you applied that oil. So on the dry side, take up any excess. And at that point, we're ready to go ahead and reassemble. Just the opposite of disassembly, putting the barrel in place, putting the spring back in place, pressing down to make sure it goes in properly. And then when we put reassembly together, basically the most important thing here is to make sure that the firearm is totally parallel, so that when you have the slide here, I actually forgot to go over the bottom. We're going to go ahead and make sure we actually lubricate on these 4 locations here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll use that Q-tip again just to make sure that we have all that excess oil finally evenly distributed. Make sure we don't leave any extra cotton or any material from the Q-tip on any metal edges of pieces of the firearm. Again, like I said, we're going back together to reassemble. And most important that we just keep this very parallel, so when it slides together, it goes together easily. I got a little click right there. We're going to take it all the way back, racking it, and then we'll do one dry fire so we can tell the weapon is back together and re-engaged. I'm going to give it a quick little wipe down. Just making sure we don't have any excess oil anywhere. I'm going to rack that and dry fire it 2 more times. Good to go. And that completes the disassembly, reassembly, and a light lubrication of the Glock 27 Generation 3. Thanks for watching.